Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Now I wanted to talk to you guys and share my opinions and thoughts on a very good, fantastic highlighters that I've tried and loved recently. Now this is by the brand Ciate London, and this is the Glow 2 highlighter. This is a box that it comes in. It's very pretty. It has this tiny stars embossed in it and everything. There are only two shades. One, as you can see, has like a gold tone to it in the packaging, and one has like a baby pink tone to it. So these are color coded as per the shade of the highlighter that Ciate offers. Now I paid $29 for this, and you get 5 grams of product, which is, I wouldn't say very bad, or at the same time a lot of product, because for reference, a full size Becca highlighter, they offer 8 grams of product. This is 5 and Becca offers 8, but Becca retails for $38 and this is $29. So there's that. And then Max Extra Dimension Skin Finishes, they retail for $33 and they offer 9 grams of product. So MAC, Becca, all of them offer a large amount of product in their the quantity is very high. This at the same time is not very low as like Jouer's highlighters. I think they retail for $24, but you get only 4 grams or 4.5 grams, somewhere around that. So yeah, this, if you are a retail customer, it shouldn't really make a huge difference. But anyways, let's move on to the review and swatches. And these are made in Italy, if in case that would affect you making a decision. And these are cruelty free and vegan. I don't know about the brand in general, but it says specifically on this box that the highlighters are cruelty free and vegan. And this says that this small description of the product, it says high intensity light reflection amplifies your radiance, buildable blendable texture. So yeah, that's the information, all the information you have from the box, and it does have the list of ingredients at the back of the box. So yeah, now let's look at the actual product. This is the packaging. It's like a very cream color compact. It is a plastic, but at the back it has like I don't know, like has a metallic finish, and you have 2 shades, which is Starburst, and the compact does come with a mirror. This is Starburst, which is like a gold shade. You can't see it, but because it's very pale gold shade, and this is Moondust with it, which is like a very baby pink shade. Now on the product page on Sephora's website, it says this is a duochrome highlighter. Let me just quickly read it to you. It says a weightless highlighting powder with a duochrome finish. Now I just don't see any kind of duochrome, honestly. Let me just quickly swatch it for you. Starburst is a gold highlighter. And it has like beautiful star embossing in it randomly, which is actually truly pretty. Let me just swatch the gold one. As you can see, it's not like when you finger swatch it, it's not, my finger is not loaded and like saturated with the product that it looks powdery. Do you see it? It has like a good perfect amount of product, but yet it's so reflective when it like hits all the ups and downs in my bones. It actually is so reflective. And let me just do a brush swatch for you guys. So that is the brush swatch. So that is a gold highlighter which has yellow undertones. It looks very white in the pan, but when it hits my skin, it definitely has a very warm finish to it, and that is the highlighter that I have on today. And then let me just swatch it separately for future reference. So that is the gold one. Do you see how reflective it is? But it's not like saturated with pigment when I swatch it with even with my finger, because when you do finger swatches, usually like so saturated with pigment that you get like lumps of product just sitting in there. But this just the actual consistency is thin, but yet it's very, very reflective. And then let's move on to the pink one, which is Moondust. You see it's like a very pale icy pink. Let's do that. There you go. That is baby pink. That is Moondust, is it? Yes, Moondust. Let's do brush swatches of Moondust. Let's finish with this and then let's do you see how reflective it is? It's so, so pretty, guys. Now, okay, let's get into the actual formulation. Why I think these products are truly unique and why these deserve people's attention. Let me just get to that part. Now, these are the two swatches. As you can see, this is baby pink and gold. And yeah, this is just the baby pink finger swatch and brush swatch. Now, these are powder highlighters, but to touch and swatch, they do feel like powder highlighters, and they are powder highlighters, don't get me wrong. They are powder highlighters, but when it touches the skin, they just do not perform as powder highlighters. They feel like that baked gelée formulation, the one that Estee Lauder Heatwave or MAC's Extra Dimension Skin Finishes, or Dior's luminizers, I think that's what they are called, the skin luminizers, Dior Skins luminizers. I think they are retailed for $55, $56, something like that. So on the skin, since I hope you noticed that I said that the consistency, the actual product, when you swatch it, it is not very pigmented, meaning the consistency is on a thinner side. It's not like dense or thick. Well, to actually, when you put your finger in the pan, it does feel like dense, but when you on application, you just don't get a whole lot of product. I feel the consistency is on the thinner side, but I feel the glitters and the shimmers that this product contains is so effective that it just beautifully catches the light and it just beams, and it's so intense, guys. Very intense metallic highlighters these are. Now this is why I think these are so unique, because powder highlighters definitely are on the heavier side, because it will be obvious when you use a powder highlighters, it would be obvious that you have product on your cheeks. But when you use like a baked gelée formulations, depending if they are like intense, they are always on the thinner side, the baked gelée formulations. But if they are intense, they would appear intense. If they are not that intense, they wouldn't appear that intense. So that always applies. But even irrespective of whether they're intense or not, the consistency of a baked gelée formulation of a highlighter is very, very thin, but very, very effective in the case of a intense highlighter. But usually powder highlighters are on the thicker side. You can tell that you have product on. They do not like melt and become like a second skin. But these, although they are powder highlighters, they actually act like baked gelée highlighters. They actually melt into your skin, and you just can't tell that you have product on your face, but just your skin just beams and it glows. Now, I have had this product for like 9 hours. I'm not kidding. For 9 hours, and I do not wear a foundation or any kind of makeup based foundation or concealer, so I am wearing this just on bare skin, just some moisturizer and powder, and just applied it. And do you see how beaming and effective these are? They're very, very good and very long lasting, and literally it melts. I was so shocked by how it actually acts like a powder gelée formulation, but these are actually powders. Now, I have to say, these are not extremely finely milled. When you really diffuse the product, you can definitely see very tiny small shimmers in it. But I feel these shimmers are not just plain shimmers, because when you let me just show it to you. Let's see if this can be captured in the video. Because let's just apply it here and let's diffuse it. These actually literally make your skin twinkle, but in a very, very good way. Not with like chunky glitter. Now I have to say these are not finely milled, extremely finely milled like the Jouer highlighters or anything. When you actually diffuse it in the skin, you can actually find those tiny, very small shimmers, which actually, I feel that's the reason these actually are so effective. But on the even though they are on the thinner side, the consistency wise, even though they are thinner, but they're not dry. Certainly, when you apply it, they are definitely like you know, they don't make your skin look dry or anything. So getting back to the micro shimmers, I feel these are the reason, the micro shimmers, the reason why they actually catch the light so beautifully and they reflect it so well. So I'm happy the micro shimmers are actually present. Now you might say that, you know, how are they different from Anastasia Beverly Hills's highlighters, because they do have shimmers, right? That's one of the reasons that they are actually very popularly known for. Not popularly, some do not like it, some don't mind it, but anyways. Now the difference is Anastasia Beverly Hills's highlighters, when you pick it up in the brush and when you're applying it and you're blending it, those shimmers and the glitters sometimes do not adhere well to the product, meaning you would find glitters all over your face. But even though these have micro shimmers, they actually adhere well to the product, meaning it'll just disappear and melt into your skin and you will not see them at all. I feel that the only purpose of them being present in the product is just to reflect light and to just beam and make it so beautiful. You just can't see it. Only when you actually, do you see how wet my hand looks? Just, can you see it? These are amazing, guys. These are so good at such a good price. I'm in love with the product. And the best part is this pale pink. Do you see how pale pink and frosty this is? These two highlighters leave no white cast on your skin. Now that's again a property of a baked gelée highlighters. Baked gelée highlighters usually, even if it's like very pale and light, they do not leave a white cast on. Usually they don't. As far as the ones that I've tried, the baked, the Dior ones, the MAC ones, and the Estee Lauder Heatwave, these do not, even though they are so light on dark skin tone, they do not leave a white cast at all. Now the one that's very close to the baby pink, I feel, is the one from Dior Luminizer. I think maybe it's 002 or 001, I'm not sure. Dior has just one very pale pink highlighter, and this is a very close dupe. I feel this probably might be 100% dupe, and so this, I was positive when I opened this and when I swatched this, because when I swatched it, these are powder highlighters. So when I swatched it, I thought that, you know, it looks pretty, but it probably leaves a white cast. But when I applied it on my face, zero white cast, guys. This is so fantastic and I love these so much. These retail for $29. So I just don't see any negative about it, because even if micro shimmers bothers you, I feel that since they adhere well since the product itself adhere well to each other, you just don't see any smearing, any movement. Do you see how reflective and wet it looks on my skin, and it lasts so well just on bare skin. So all in all, I just absolutely love these products and I'm going to keep them, and seriously hope that Ciate comes out with more products. And so I 100% recommend them. If you are in the market for an intense highlighter, and if you have the funds, that is $29 plus tax, I'd say just give this a try and see. You will absolutely love this. And if you definitely, you know, if you're really interested in intense highlighters, that is. So yeah, that's my review, guys. Absolutely love them. I have no cons. The pros is they even though they are powder highlighters, they act and like they blend beautifully, and they like melt into your skin and just they appear skin like. So they are powder highlighters, but they perform and act like those baked gelée highlighters that are so expensive. And number 2, they leave no white cast. If you have dark skin and if you love baby pink highlighters, this is your friend. Just grab it. You will not regret. Right now both the highlighters are sold out, but definitely they are not limited edition, so they will be restocked. I genuinely hope that they come out with gift sets with these during the holiday season, so that people can really try them out and see how amazing these are. So next positive is what it just these don't like shed, the micro shimmers in it don't shed or go around. They don't migrate in your face. They just the product adhere to the skin and to each other. The particles in the highlight adhere well to each other, that it just melts into your skin and it just looks so beautiful and so skin light. Now, even if you do not like intense highlighters, these when you blend them, they actually tone down right away. You do not have to sit and blend them for 5 minutes. No. Now what I usually do is I apply a highlighter and then I go in with a blush, because I want the blush and the highlighter to mesh and become like a beautiful like stain in between. So I don't want to see a clear mark of demarcation here, a line. So so when I apply the blush and when I'm blending the blush, I can definitely see that the highlighter has toned down. So I will have to go in and reapply again, but that's not a problem at all, because I want it intense. But if you are someone who wants a medium kind of a highlighter, because they are not going to be subtle highlighters. I don't think at any point they would be subtle highlighters. For that, probably you have to like blend for a long time. So definitely these tone down into a medium kind of highlighter, intense highlighter when you blend it. But otherwise these are pretty amazing and intense. So yeah, I love them. If you have the funds at your disposal, and if you're in the market for an intense metallic highlighter, please try these, because these $29 is expensive definitely, but when you compare it with the other amazing highlighters in the market, these are definitely on the lower side. So yeah, that's my review. Hope you guys found this video useful. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked watching it. Please subscribe. Bye.